Embiid said, I hope I don't come off the bench. That was in relation to Doc talking about Maxey coming off the bench and how there will be 3 different versions of the starting lineup depending on the matchup. This is interesting because in the past, Doc's gotten crap for not having any variety in his lineups. Now that he is doing that, you see a lot of Sixers fans pissed off that he's doing that because Maxey's coming off the bench. And I kind of like this whole matchup, the lineup by matchup approach. So I want to ask you guys, what do you think of the Doc's new thing with the having different starters depending on different matchups that we have going forward?
Do you think that's just to maybe make Maxey feel better? Like it's not just going to impact you, Tyrese.
I think it's partial that because it's obviously that he would be in the lineup in some of those cases.
Yeah, yeah.
The only thing I can think you would do is maybe go 3 guards. Like who else are you going to put in the lineup?
So
that's what we did Saturday against Utah. Tucker when Tucker was out, we had a 3-guard lineup to start.
So that's the speculative I saw.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Like that's you. So you taking Tucker or Tobias out and putting in Maxey. So what's the different lineup? You put Maxey in for Tucker, or you put him in for Tobias? Like you're not gonna bring Tobias off the bench.
No, it's stuck.
There's no matchup. There's no matchup that you can say he needs to come on. So if you put Maxey in for Tucker because we're playing somebody with 3 guards, I don't know who we gonna play like that. That Boston, you're not gonna do it. Milwaukee, not really.
You mean with 3 guards?
Yeah, like who Cleveland? Like who the Pacers? Like we changing lineups for 1 game? I don't get it.
Could you do?
I can understand like some of the playoffs. Maybe you want to make an adjustment, but we changing our lineups for a game.
Raptors, Knicks. You maybe justify it against the Warriors.
Well, how? Like Jordan Poole doesn't start.
The Hawks run out Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, and Bogdanovich. That's another one.
Yeah, but PJ Tucker and Tobias, like he's a spot-up shooter with those 2 guys. That's the part I don't understand. Like, what team is going to make you change your lineup?
Yeah. The Suns, when they have Paul, Booker, and Bridges.
You going to change your lineup for Bridges?
No. It's probably what you already said it, but it probably is Boston, though.
How are we going to change it for Boston?
Maybe they're thinking Melton has a better chance guarding Brown than Tucker does. I don't know.
Then who's going to guard Tatum?
Nobody.
I'm just saying.
Hey, we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I hear Doc. I just don't know like what the 3 lineups can be. Like I don't get it. Like I don't see it. I don't look around the league and most of the time you're gonna make a change is gonna be against one of the top teams. I don't see a top team giving you that many issues that you feel like, hey, I need to change my lineup.
Well, 2 of those lineups are Maxey with Maxey without Maxey. So he's making it sound a lot better by saying there's 3 different matchups, but really 2 of those are with and without Maxey. That's 2 of them. The other one would be the 3 lineup with both of them in there. That's it. Like those are most likely the 3. And honestly, I saw a tweet of the minutes of all 3 of those lineups and the plus minus and per 100 possessions, and they're nearly identical. Our normal lineup is plus 12. Melton instead of Maxey is plus 11. And 3 guard lineups plus 11.9. So,
wow,
it's a very small sample size with the 3 guard lineup. It's only 21 minutes we've done it, almost 22 minutes. So it's very small. But they're not like, what are you really doing? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I think it was, now that I think about it, I think it was just to make the whole Maxey thing sound better. Well, it's not just Tyrese. It's we're doing a lot of different things here. 3 different lineups throughout different matchups. It's like, okay. So it just doesn't affect Tyrese. I know it's other things. Okay. Well, but hey,
y'all can go ahead with all that, man.
We gave Maxey credit for
all I see is a team that's tied for what, 3rd or 4th place, and in the East, in the crowded 2, 3, 4 spot, 5, whatever. 2 through 5 is very crowded. 3 or 4 games behind number 1, and I don't see any of those other teams talking about lineups.
Yeah. But we've had our ups and downs.
They got injuries too. Cleveland, they got a rotating 3 spot. Milwaukee has injuries.
Yep. Boston's been pretty solidified with the exception of Robert Williams.
Boston is set. They got who they are. Brooklyn, pretty much set. They got some rotating guys, but they had tons of injuries.
Yep.
Their best 2 shooters outside of KD have been injured a lot and missing games. Ben has been out.
Mm-hmm. Miami's had a lot of injuries.
So I'm just
yeah.
I guess it's a wait and see. We'll see.
Yeah.
You have to show me because I'm not from the outside in looking. It's like, hey, we need to take Maxey out of the starting lineup, and then we're going to have to start 3 different lineups based on who we play. I didn't necessarily look at it like that, but, I guess I got to wait and see.
I'd rather hear him do that than be very rigid with the lineups and never want to change. Because, again, like you said, Marcus, he has been dogged for that throughout his career, like just being stubborn and sticking with those guys no matter what. So at least he recognizes that something can be tinkered to make it better.
Yeah, I get what you're saying when you want to change your rotation, but starters is different. Starting different teams. We don't see where teams come in and based on who they're playing in the regular season, they start different guys. Like I said, if we're playing Milwaukee and all those guys are healthy, they're not playing different guys. I mean, they play Lopez and all them guys no matter what center it is. They still start Lopez.
But you've had teams lose because of that, too. I remember when Utah, when they would not bench Gobert for a vast majority, they got booted from a couple different playoffs for that.
Yeah, taking him out or playing him less minutes is something. Not starting him is something else.
Yeah, that's true.
That's how you lose players.
That's true. So
because no matter how you look at it, taking somebody out of the lineup does not look like a promotion in any way or fashion or form. If they're a starter and to take them out is never looked at as anything good.
So that being said, do you think they're just disappointed with Maxey since his injury?
No, I don't think it's a Maxey thing. I think it's a team thing. Like I said before, I think this is just what's best for the Sixers, even though it's not what's best for Maxey.
But those plus minuses are pretty close. It's not like it's night and day.
I'm just saying that just going forward, I think that's what if they're doing it, I don't think they're doing.
That's what they think.
Just look at the other way around. If it was worse for the Sixers but better for Maxey, what do you think they would do? They wouldn't do it
for sure.
Do you think they talked to Harden and Embiid about this move? You think this is something that just Doc just did, or is it something that they probably spoke with our two guys, Harden and Embiid, about this?
I would think that he had a conversation with them about it, so they wouldn't be blindsided and know that they're gonna have to answer questions about it, and they're gonna have to feel it. And Maxey come to them and say something to them, they don't want to be blindsided by it. Mm-hmm. I don't think he necessarily asked for their permission, but he probably made them aware of the change.
I'm telling you, my guess is that they wanted to do this when he came back from injury, but their plan got messed up when we had other injuries and he had to get back into the lineup. And then it looked like a demotion. Because if a guy you want to start him off slow, come back from injury, it looks okay to do that. Like it's a good cover for making him come off the bench. But then that all got messed up when he had to go back into the starting lineup.
I mean, I think you're right on to something when you say it was something part of their plan because they make the change. You start talking about it after you win. That's usually a sign when you want to kind of bring something into play when you're winning versus when you're losing, because then when you're losing,
you're blaming
really
him.
looks like him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. We're winning, but we could be so much better if you just did this for us.
Yes. Yeah.